Across Star Trek, the original series is 3 seasons. This 1969 episode was Dr. McCoy's best. Dr. Leonard McCoy DeForest Kelley had great moments throughout Star Trek, the original series, but this season 3 episode was his best. The third member of Star Trek's most famous trio, Dr. McCoy was not the central focus of as many episodes as Captain James T. Kirk, William Shatner, and Mr. Spock Leonard Nimoy. As the chief medical officer aboard the USS Enterprise with a questionable bedside manner, Dr. McCoy's temperament led to some of Star Trek's funniest moments, as the cantankerous doctor perfectly complemented Kirk and Spock. When For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky begins, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy discovers that he has contracted a fatal disease known as xenopolycythemia and has only 1 year to live. This tragic news informs the rest of McCoy's decisions throughout the Star Trek Season 3 episode, and DeForest Kelley perfectly plays McCoy's understated fear and sadness. When the Enterprise encounters a ship disguised as an asteroid, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy beam aboard to find a society of people convinced they live on a planet called Yonada. McCoy develops a quick connection with the civilization's leader, Nadtira Kate Woodville, leading to a romance that works better than many of Star Trek's one-episode love stories. For one thing, McCoy acknowledges that the two just met, but cannot deny his attraction to Nadtira. Considering that McCoy is dying and wants one last chance at happiness, his decision to remain on Yonada makes perfect sense. In the end, Yonada's archives conveniently contain a cure for McCoy's illness, allowing him to return to the Enterprise. But the ending is bittersweet, as Narita must remain on Yonada to look after her people. After the end of Star Trek, the original series, DeForest Kelley returned to play Dr. McCoy in 6 of Star Trek feature films. As with the television series, McCoy had standout moments in each Star Trek movie, but he's at his best in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. Director Leonard Nimoy's hit film follows Admiral Kirk and his Enterprise crew as they travel back in time to retrieve 2 humpback whales in order to save the Earth in the future. The Voyage Home remains Star Trek's funniest and most heartwarming film, and McCoy gets several of the film's best lines. As Kirk and his crew navigate 1980s San Francisco, McCoy is particularly disturbed by 20th century medicine, referring to it as the Dark Ages and medievalism. Interestingly, McCoy has a general distrust of some 23rd century technology like the transporters, but he understands the necessity of the advancements in medicine. In Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home, McCoy saves Pavel Chekhov's Walter Koenig life after an injury and regrows an old woman's kidney along the way. DeForest Kelley's brand of humor worked particularly well in Star Trek IV, just as it did throughout numerous episodes of Star Trek, the original series. Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy had many standout moments across Star Trek, the original series, but none captured his emotional depth, moral complexity, and subtle heroism better than the 1969 episode, The Empath. As the series neared its end in Season 3, The Empath offered one of its most introspective stories and gave DeForest Kelley his richest material in the entire show. Set on a desolate planet with eerie silence and minimalistic staging, The Empath isolates McCoy, Kirk, and Spock in an experimental alien test of compassion. The Vians, mysterious aliens who believe in emotional intelligence as the key to a species' survival, subject the crew to pain and sacrifice to determine if the native empathic woman, Gem, is capable of true selflessness. It's in this philosophical crucible that Dr. McCoy shines. What makes this McCoy's best episode isn't just that he suffers, though his willingness to take on pain is heroic, but how human he remains through it all. Unlike Spock, who is ruled by logic, or Kirk, who is driven by command and responsibility, McCoy is always the heart of the crew. In The Empath, that heart is tested to its limits. When McCoy awakens alone and wounded in the Vian's chamber, he discovers that Kirk and Spock have been tortured. Rather than allow further harm to his friends, McCoy sedates Spock and offers himself to the aliens. He doesn't flinch, doesn't hesitate. He simply acts out of pure compassion. There's no glory in it. No orders telling him what to do. It's a decision made solely by his own moral compass. The episode is theatrical and surreal, with bold lighting and empty space that draws all attention to the character's emotions. DeForest Kelley delivers a masterclass in restraint. He doesn't beg for sympathy, but every pained breath, Every gentle gesture toward Jem and his crewmates speaks volumes. It's no wonder the empath is often cited as a performance high point for Kelly. What elevates the empath even further is how it quietly redefines what strength looks like. McCoy doesn't throw a punch or outwit a computer. His power lies in empathy, sacrifice, and healing, a rare,